Welcome back to the channel. Let's take a look at TrafficWave Generator 2.0 that's releasing right now on Friday, July 25th. I did put together a very specific bonus for this. And just so you know, this is a Pinterest traffic generation tool, and they're taking it up a notch. They now have video AI. You can connect to your Pinterest account and put together video campaigns where the AI creates videos based on your blog posts and URLs. It's a ton of automation built in, and it's traffic to your website related to Pinterest. This is the landing page. Not going to go through the whole thing. There's a sales page right there you can take a look at. The pricing is $27 and $37, depending on which version you're going to get. I'm actually going to purchase this myself. I could get this product, as a kind of like as a affiliate review, but some tools that I know are going to be good and that I want to actually use in my business, I actually don't get affiliate access. I actually purchase them myself, and a couple different reasons. One, I want the tool myself, and I'm willing to purchase products to get reviews out to you guys in case you're interested. They kind of go over like traffic methods, like Facebook ads have increased in 89% since 2020. Google ads, competitive keywords cost $5 to $50 per click. SEO takes 6 to 12 months. Instagram, TikTok, all that stuff, right? So it is a good traffic method. And I have some thoughts on that as well. And that actually has to do with my bonus. But we're going to go through, and this is what I liked about the sales page, is that there's a ton of people that they've already been beta testing. We have right over here, Sarah Mitchell is now making $4,200 a month in commissions using this straight to her parenting blog. And then we have this person is actually a social media manager and has an agency. So he has 5 clients, 20 hours a week saved. And you can see that this is Mike's dashboard inside of TrafficWave Generator. You can see all the different niches and the impressions and clicks that they're getting, and then analytics. So they have a bunch of social proof of people using the tool. This is from Demetrius Papadopoulos, and he has been an online marketer for 15, 20 years, a top creator on Warrior Plus. This is a Warrior Plus product, but I do like to go and show you that this is a top guy right over here, 30,000 sales, and he averages over 4-star rating on Warrior Plus, which is pretty unheard of, right? There's only a couple people that can achieve this with that many sales. So his products do well. Traffic Generator came out, I don't know when it was, a couple years ago maybe, and it made over 3,000 sales right there and got almost 5-star rating right there. So this is going to be good. The question you might be asking is, if you picked up TrafficWave Generator version 1, do you have to pick up version 2? I don't know the answer to that, but I'm pretty sure that you do have to pay for this upgrade, because it's a major upgrade that is kind of like a new software or a new tool. Because what they have over here, like TrafficWave Generator, you can still use this on a daily basis and it still works, and they still update the software and you can use it to create pins and run your business. This is just a different version that allows a lot more settings when you actually look at. Here's the pricing real quick. The basic version, $27. I just don't recommend getting the $27 version. I would pick up the pro license for $10 more, $37. And it comes with a commercial license, cell services. There's going to be a bunch of upgrades. I'm not going to go over the OTOs with you on this video because it's already going to be an in-depth review. And so you just need to you get twice as much for $10, right? 20 image templates, 20 video templates, 5 Pinterest accounts. You really need to pick up the pro version. I wouldn't tease the $27 version. So pick the pro license up for $37 before I go purchase this. I wanted to show you what this actually looks like right over here. So I'm actually going to purchase this right now for $37. I don't really want to buy any of the OTOs myself. I want to get a proper review out for you guys. But if you are interested in this as a traffic generation method, all of this right here, the entire funnel, all the one-time offers are given away for $247. This is the bundle that we're talking about right here, $247. You can get the entire thing, all OTOs and everything. There's an OTO 1 done for you suite, use your own images, 40 premium templates, 20 done for you ClickBank landing pages, unlimited campaigns. Then you get to OTO 2 Video Pins Pro, so video template editor, import from canva.com. Let's say you have a virtual assistant and you're running an agency and you're creating better custom videos for a brand in Canva. You'll be able to import those directly from Canva, but you have to have that OTO upgrade. Design and Branding Pro, $27, OTO 3, OTO 4, Amazon Associates Pro. You can seamlessly integrate Amazon products and so forth. Then you have the TW TrafficWave Club, $27 a month. They give you new stuff every single month, and agency license light, $97. Perfect for getting started with Pinterest agencies. Looks like it's 5 commercial TrafficWave licenses, 5 sub-user accounts. So if you really want to take this to the next level, boom, you've got that one right there. OTO6 agency license pro, $197 for serious Pinterest agency builders if you're going to take this to a whole another level. So, I mean, you could get all of this, right? Like $98, $50. If this is something you really are considering, you probably do want to check that box and just pay $247 and get the entire thing for a one-time payment. If not, if you just want to do some light stuff and 5 Pinterest accounts, then just pick up the $37 one. So I'm gonna go pick this up real quick and we will be right back. So I just purchased that. You will have the opportunity to purchase that bundle. If you pick up the $37 offer, they are going to go over the bundle with you one more time. For $247, you can pick up the entire thing if you want to, the entire bundle. Okay, so they have all these trainings over here. They have like how to start here, proof of results, TrafficWave generator overview, a bunch of tutorials, full giant tutorial library right here. They even have a Pinterest suspensions right here, warning and what to do and stuff like that. So it does look like they're aware. Don't go and just ruin your accounts and blast out 50 pins a day, so forth like that. They show you how to do the video pin generator right here. Watch that, and I'm going to take you guys through that so you can see. I'm not going to spend time on creating Pinterest pins with images because they have videos on that. You can search for that on my channel and you can watch a whole video on that. But this is part 2, and the big thing is that they brought video into it. So we're going to take a look at that. You want to go to settings first. You're going to need your ChatGPT API key right over here. So you're going to plug that in right here, and then I have Unsplash plugged in over here. You can also put your Google API, and then you have Pexels API as well. Then you save that. Then what you're going to want to do is make sure you connect your account. And then I'm going to go over here to a video template group and create one, add video template group for now. I'm going to go ahead and say it's LearnWire. And then I'm going to choose, these are video template groups, right? I like this one because it's going to show a big image. So I'm going to select that one. I like this one right here as well. I just really want a lot of images created. Maybe like that one right there. We can control the colors later on. Maybe right there, maybe that one, and maybe that one. So let's go with that for now. I'm going to push submit. So we have a video template group named LearnWire. This is where you can add video templates and stuff. You can create your own video templates inside of here. You can go into templates and add a template, or we can use an editor in here. This loads right here. So you can draw in here. You can, apply. You can add shapes right here. And I'm just showing this real quick so you guys can see that there's a full-blown editor where you can add images, a mock image there, and add text in here as well. So you can make your own template and push apply. You can make a really cool template if you want as well. And then this is where you go into account. I already have my LearnWire Pinterest account attached, but you'll just go into add account right here. And then once everything's all set up, then you'll go over to Wave. This is where I want to spend the most time. Now, before we create this campaign, I put together this 16-minute video training walking you through 2 Pinterest accounts that I have and my theories on why one of them tanked and one did really well. You'll be able to see that this one actually grew. When the major Pinterest algorithm hit back in February, I believe it was of this year, 2025, and you can see we actually just grew. This account continued to thrive and continued to grow. And why I think that might have happened, right? So this account has just done really great. And then we come over here into an account that just massively got hit. This is 2025. We were doing great, over 5,000 impressions per day, and then got hit by the algorithm down to 0. It kind of went that way for a while and recovered about 70% for a few days. And then boom, you can see right over here that it has not recovered since. And so I go over that whole 16-minute video and bonus right here. I tell you what I think you should do. And that's really all I'm going to say right here, because this is a specific bonus that you want to watch before you start using TrafficWave Generator, right? This is a very custom, specific bonus. I recorded this 1 hour ago on July 25th, the day that TrafficWave Generator 2.0 comes out. So if you want that bonus, no one else is going to be able to provide a specific bonus like this that could save you hours, money, time, massive headaches of building niche websites. and loading them with a ton of AI pins and then getting them banned. I don't want that to happen to you. I don't want you to waste your time or money and building websites without watching this. So this is the bonus that you get if you pick up TrafficWave Generator, even the front end $37 product, you get this bonus right here and it'll be waiting in your Warrior Plus account. Okay, so let's continue. Now we're going to go over to waves and I'm going to add a wave right here. Let's go over to my website real quick and let's just say we want to run something about the latest article that I put on my website. We have screenshots, a lot of information here. So this is what I want to go with. Okay, so we're going to come back over to Wave Generator and say, let's just say DeepSeek. And then we'll come back over here and I'm just going to put that in right there. So we're going to promote this page on our website, right? We're going to start and have a pin time range from 8 a.m. to, and I want to take this down to maybe 15 or 16. That's fine. I actually only want to do maybe 2 per day on this particular one because I want to do multiple campaigns and I'll show you why I want to do that in a minute. Pins per day right there. And well, this will be the amount of days. Oh, okay, so right here, 30 days. I don't want to go 30 days on this particular campaign, and I can tell you why. If you're going to promote just one web page, you probably want to not overload the amount of links that are actually going to go, but they do have a way to solve that as well. Because when we scroll down here, they actually have add slug to pin links right here. The way that Demetrius explains this is that if you add slug to pin links, it's going to make a placeholder link that's not the actual URL over here. So it's not going to be just this URL, what is DeepSeek? It's not going to be that. It's going to be a kind of a custom URL where the way that Pinterest sees that URL is that it's a unique pin every single time. So it's going to save, because basically what they're trying to get at is that Pinterest doesn't want you going out and blasting out 5 links to the same exact URL within your website every single day. They want, maybe if it's your homepage, you can kind of get away with it a little bit more, but if it's deep pages on your site, you don't want to be sending out multiple pins and links per day on Pinterest. They look spammy. They don't like that at all. They literally want it like once per week, stuff like that. Okay, so that's what this button is already on. I suggest leaving that on. I think that would actually prevent this from happening, but I'm going to do 2 pins per day and we're going to go with, I'm just going to go with 5 days and see what this ends up doing for us. Now, this is where you're going to choose images or videos. Now, if you have Wave Generator 1.0, you'll have the images as well. Now, I don't know the answer to if you didn't purchase Wave Generator 1.0 and you pick up 2.0, I don't know if you automatically get images and videos or not. But we're going to go with videos right here. Wave status is active. Wave search settings right here. So this is where you're going to have a lot of options when you click this button here. If you start picking up one-time offers, you're going to have a lot more image types over here, but I'm going to go with just Pinterest image search type. I'm just going to leave it on basic. Keywords, I'm going to go with DeepSeek, AI, content creation. I'm just going to leave it right there. And then Pinterest account, this is where you'll select from your multiple Pinterest boards. We already have one. Going to want to push the refresh button on that. Someone has an account named LearnWire on Pinterest. It looks like they even tried to copy my Keto Crush website, which sucks. You show this stuff publicly, try to help people, and people go and try to rip you off and stuff. When I clicked on this, I went over and there was like a LearnWire and Keto Crush all in the same account, had completely weird boards and stuff, but I tried to add this by the actual ID. Let's see what's going on over here, if that's in fact catching. So we'll come over here and I'll just see if I can select that. I've tried twice, had some issues, but this right here is the way you're supposed to do it. Your account is not this name right here. It's not that ID number as well. It's this right here. That's your actual name, is what's underneath your main name. Super strange, but that's what it is, I believe. So you're going to have to come over here, go into accounts, and I'm going to go ahead and remove both of these. Yes, remove. Hopefully you made it this far in the video and you get useful tips from me. We're going to go with LearnWire. We're going to throw that in right here and I'm going to say submit, and it should take, and we've got our account. Now we'll go into waves and we will add a new wave. I'm going to go LearnWire DeepSeek seek. That's the page that I want to promote. I'm going to go into here and I'm going to make this 14 actually. This amount of days that I want to promote this page is 5 days. I'm going to move the dial down to 2. We're going to go to videos and keep it on basic. We're going to go right here, DeepSeek AI content creation. Here's the moment of truth. Yes, we have our boards right here. Perfect. This is going to be AI software news. We're just going to use that one right there. Pinterest titles right here. So we can actually click on this. We can put in our URL over here. I'm going to grab this URL and go right here and say DeepSeek right here. And we can also give it some context as well. So let's go right here. I'm going to copy that first paragraph, put it in here for context and say submit. Now ChatGPT should be able to create our content that we want. Imagine if you're going to promote your homepage or something like that. We might be able to create this campaign to this page and run one per day for 30 days because of this slug thing down here to help prevent some of those issues we were talking about earlier. Quantity of pins you can export. Okay, cool. So then we have pin descriptions. Boom. Now we have all these titles. It just created all these titles right here. Perfect. You can see the titles. Now we just go in here, submit, and we get pin descriptions for our entire campaign. And then all of our descriptions are done. And then our pin links right over here. So this would be where you put like, if you had affiliate links or anything like that. But in this case, we just have the URL. So I believe that's what we want to put right here. That's the only place that we want to actually send to people, right? I'm going to leave this on right there. Pin template settings, video template groups. We created one for LearnWire. Choose videos and audios for templates. Template texts right over here. Insert template text. I'm just going to click the GPT thing right there and push submit right there. Oh, okay, so this is what they're going to be putting on the images. If you want to control that, you can. Otherwise, you can just push the AI button and it'll do it for us. Remember, you're not going to want a lot of text on your pins. So it's going to basically be creating thumbnails or pins for us. And there we go. It's not a whole lot, which looks really good. We got a lot to go with right here. And then we're going to push save right here. And now you can see that the status, it's running and the duration's for 5 days. And, I'd like to try the other one. We just used basic this time. It's running right now. We'll come right back. All right, so while it's running, let's talk a bit more. I like the tool tips right here. They tell you, hey, go watch this if you're having issues. The user interface works really well. I like these bright green buttons. This is exactly how I would build my software. Blue buttons, green buttons where you need to go. There's refresh button. It's a pretty nice piece of software. We'll come back. I'm going to refresh this in a minute. So let's just push refresh right here. It's generating pins for us right now. We can go and edit. We can go and look at the images, go to the Pinterest account right there. If you do pick up TrafficWave Generator 2.0 with my link below, first link in the description, you will get this bonus training right here that will explain to you my thoughts in 2025 with using these automation tools for traffic and specifically with Pinterest. My experience, one account that's doing well, one account that just completely bombed. It was getting over 100,000 visitors per month and just completely tanked. My thoughts on why I think that happened and so forth. Very niche specific stuff inside of here. Very valuable right here. And this is one reason why you want to pick up the software to get my bonus right here. I just pushed refresh. It is finished. So it created our campaign for us. So it took like maybe 3 to 5 minutes. It was very fast. So now I want to take a look. Now I don't know what we do. If we click on that, that's just the account. Let's click on this image and see what it created. Okay, cool. Since I don't have, okay, so this is what it created, but I think I needed to not pick basic. This is what it created for us. The software, we have all those filled in right there, but I don't like the images. So I need to rerun this using a different method. You can export this to CSV as well. You have to export this and then upload to TrafficWave Generator 1. Takes less than 3 minutes to import your campaign into Pinterest. Very easy to do, and they have training on that. They've yet to make this an automation where you actually push a button and it just runs in the background. You do have to export this for the campaign to actually take place. It finished creating that campaign for us. You are going to have to click on this Pinterest button over here. Now you can come in here to edit, and we could edit this and maybe I could restart the wave. Let's go, and I'm going to do this real quick for us. I went to basic. Nope, I can't do that. So what I'm going to do is create one more, go through the steps, and instead of creating with basic, I'm going to choose a different image type and see if that does anything for us. I'm recreating this, and the only change we're making is right here. Instead of basic, I've got it on Pinterest, and we'll see what that ends up doing for us. You notice that there's less settings down here, so I'm going to go ahead and save, and it's running. We'll come right back. So that new one that we just put through by going with Pinterest as the search type, I think we got better results. I switched it to 6 days right there. And then we'll just go click on this Pinterest icon right over here. And then you'll be able to see we got a lot better results. We've got our description, we got hashtags, we've got our title, we've got our image right here. Oh, we can't actually click on that, but we have a lot better. It created infographics for us. I want to go and look at those a little closer, but look, this is way better. DeepSeek versus ChatGPT. This is crazy that it created all this great stuff for us. Key difference between AI writing and human writing. So this AI content workflow saved me 15 plus hours this month. So these are really good. Now the color, I'm not really sure about the color. Like I want to change those. So let's go back into Waves. Maybe we go into, I just want to look and see if we can click on the images. So nope, that didn't work either. Maybe we can go into edit. So for this top one, I'm going to go with edit. That's just editing that. I'm kind of interested, like how do we go in here and maybe, let's say we wanted to edit this one, you click on it, and it is going back to that site. I'm not seeing a way to edit the image. You can also just put the ones that it creates that you don't like, you can just push the trash button right there. So I am impressed with all of those, but then I'd come down here and I probably would like remove this one right here. So I would just delete it. That one's okay. And then maybe this one, I would love to change to green, but we'll just leave it because maybe that one just stands out, right? So then you would export this CSV and then you would upload it. It would take 60 seconds and then your whole campaign would be done. That's the one thing. You know, there's no button that it runs from here. And there's actually advantages to that as far as from an AI standpoint, you might get better results. Some people believe you get better results when you don't use third-party automation that's actually API synced in. So this could be an advantage or a disadvantage because it's one extra step. But that's the way the software works. Under the edit feature, in order to control some of the colors from this menu here, you have to have more options over here, the pin type and stuff, or under image search type, because they do have some options. I'm just not sure about what OTO allows you to have the brand coloring. But essentially what you can do is create your images, and you're going to want to spend more time in the video templates, because if you set up a video template and you create a video template, and adding video templates, I'm not sure if that's a one-time offer as well, because I'm not seeing the ability to do that, or if they've moved it and it's just over here under templates, and then you basically just add a template right here. And then I see images right here. I think that the software creates the videos for you. So I'm not really sure about that as well. But that is basically Traffic Generator 2.0. If you want to go pick this up and get my bonus, the link will be below. Let me know what you guys think. Type in TrafficWave Generator 2.0 in the comments below if you watched the entire video. Hope you have a good weekend, and I'll see you in the next video.